Kochblock Radio. Die Ladegourmet Radioshow mit dem Faber. Kochblock Radio.
Ja, Freunde, jetzt wird's spannend. Ich bin hier in Vietnam im 23. Stock des Hotel Desart und gehe jetzt gleich in ein wunderbares Restaurant mit euch, nämlich in den Social Club. Und was haben wir vor? Wir werden heute ein Dinner hier verbringen und zum anderen werde ich mit dem Daniel, dem Chef de Cuisine, mich jetzt schon mal treffen am Nachmittag und wir kochen einfach mal zusammen. Also, wir gehen rein, ihr geht mit und dann schauen wir einfach mal, was der Daniel so zu bieten hat. So, jetzt schauen wir, ob wir hier den Daniel, Nguyen, glaube ich, wird das ausgesprochen, finden. Ah, hey Daniel, hi, how are you?
Thank you. Welcome to the social club here at MGallery in Saigon.
Your name is Daniel Nguyen? Or...
Yeah, my name is Daniel Nguyen. I come from, born and raised here in Vietnam and recently come back from New Zealand.
Genau, and you are the Chef de Cuisine. Der Daniel, der ist der Chef hier im Social Club im 23. Stock im Hotel Desart in Vietnam. And we want to cook one dish because this evening I'm invited in your restaurant. And now you want to cook one dish for our listeners, our viewers and fans that they can cook Vietnamese food at home. It's right?
That's perfect. Yeah, so tonight I'm gonna make you a kind of like Vietnamese fusion, which is beef carpaccio, and take inspiration from the traditional Vietnamese pho. So you will have a herb sauce verde and mushroom and a heirloom tomato as well.
That sounds wonderful, Daniel. And is it difficult to cook this? It's a fusion, a little bit difficult?
Yeah, I mean, for the fusion cuisine, always hard, but actually that's where I growing up from. Half my life here in Vietnam, half my life in overseas. So where I take the best of both worlds, that I did really represent who I am and my cultures and also my life journey as a chef as well.
Ja, also der Daniel, der hat eben seine Zeit verbracht im Ausland und er ist wirklich ein gebürtiger Saigoner oder Saigonese, weiß nicht, wie man sagt. Also auf jeden Fall kommt er aus Saigon und kocht jetzt für uns. Und Daniel, what do we need for this dish, for this recipe?
For this side, you will have a Wagyu Carpaccio, which I will show you a little bit later on. You will have to make a Asian sauce verde from all of the fresh herbs that we would use in the pho dish. Then you have a lemongrass, cashew nut, lime juice, and also garnishes. You would have heirloom tomato, porcini mushroom, and also the smoked salt.
Okay, Daniel, then let's go.
So here we go. Firstly, I show you how to make the Asian sauce verde from the very fresh herbs in Vietnam. You have coriander, basil leaf, the Thai basil, the native Vietnamese tussaud basil, and also the traditional herb as well. So here we go. You got all of the fresh green herbs and quickly blanch it in the hot water. Here we go.
But only a short time. Also es kommen die ganzen Kräuter, hier seht ihr das, in heißes Wasser. A short time or how long?
Very short time, about 10 seconds. You wouldn't want to blanch more than that. And you will soak them in ice water.
Also ihr habt es gehört, nur kurz blanchieren und dann kommt das Ganze in Eiswasser.
Yep, so like any other herbs, you would blanch it in the soak them in very cold ice water to keep them green. But for me, I prefer to use the whole stem of the herbs because of where the flavor coming from. And that's really a unique way that we would do here in Vietnam. Here we go. Lovely. So straight away.
What do you do now? Ein Thermomix, a Thermomix.
Yep, so here you go.
You have bought it in Germany?
Yeah, actually, you know, I can't live without a Thermomix here now these days in my kitchen because really good products and I really love it. Here we go. Every single fresh herb go in here. And now the thing gets more interesting. So what you're gonna do is you process them good as pesto. So you would have a herbs, blanched herb, and then you would have chopped lemongrass. Also you have nut, the cashew nut. Here you go. Little bit zing up with the lime juice. Here we go. Let me. So you have juice of 2 lime. And now things get even more interesting when I started to use a very native Vietnamese product, which is the fish sauce. Here we go. So, in Vietnam, you cannot live without really fish sauce. So why not? Why I'm not season my my sauce?
Fish sauce, I think it's traditional for Vietnam and typical. There are different qualities.
Yes, there are different quality fish sauce, and these days you will have a lot more fish sauce in the supermarket shelf these days. But good quality fish sauce is where you have a very good flavor, deep, rich, but it without give you too much saltiness.
I have heard you have to wait 1 year for good fish sauce. Also ich habe den Daniel gerade gefragt, ob es unterschiedliche Qualitäten gibt. Er sagt ja, natürlich. Und ich glaube, das muss 1 Jahr fermentieren. Is it really good fish sauce after 1 year?
Yeah, usually the fish sauce will be fermented at least a year, but some of the fish sauce, good quality fish sauce, you have 5 or 10 years, just like wine. A little bit aging and processing, and it's just really interesting and very funny how you will see the color is changing, the flavor is changing as well, and different fish does have different flavor too.
Wow, and this is the best fish sauce, yeah, in Social Club is the best fish sauce.
This is the fish sauce that all our customers love it. It might be not the best for the Vietnamese, but the one that's very good for you guys.
Genau, aber you're the best. You're the best in Vietnam. For me. Also jetzt hat er das alles in den Thermomix. Schaut mal, wie schnell das geht. Und das ist wirklich so eine Fusion, vietnamesisch. Und der Danny hat mir erzählt, er war in Australien.
So here we go. You got a very lamb, zingy green color, almost like pesto.
Delicious.
Yeah, I hope so.
More fish sauce.
Yeah, even more.
I can't get enough of it.
Yeah. So what it does is the lamb juice will not only give you acidity, cut through the fattiness of the dish, but also keep the herbs very green and light.
Also ich sage euch, ich liebe diese Fischsoße. Ich koche da auch häufig zu Hause mit. I cook at home very often with fish sauce.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. A lot of Vietnamese people on these days they will cook with fish sauce, and not only Vietnamese, but you will see slowly a lot of people get more familiarized with Asian cuisines where the fish sauce is very important. So what does it?
What do we do now, David?
So now we're starting to garnishing the plate and finish up the plating up for you guys the dishes. So here we go. You have our carpaccio. So what we're gonna do is I quickly dress it with a little bit of this one smoked salt. That where you got a little bit paprika, seaweed powder, freeze rice, coriander leaf, and a little bit of salt. So we would season the beef with that, so they have a little bit flavor through it. Garnish these with a little bit of mushroom crumb, just like you building up a playground, basically. So you have dress your beef with a little bit of truffle oil. So give it a little bit of mushroom feel, very lightly. So drop the beef in, just like so. Here you go. So here you go, you have some lovely heirloom tomato, and what we're gonna do is we really slide them, the good quality of them, so that's why I try to do the least thing to it as possible to keep the flavor. I dress with a little bit of basil oil, and again I use the same type of salt to flavor in. So here you go. So what you would like to achieve here, very natural garnishing. So it landing, like the beef there, almost like a beef salad, but you would garnish it in the way that, in the most natural form as possible. I have a little bit of mushroom confit. So
you make this yourself?
Yeah, I make it.
Well, how do you make it?
So what it does is the mushroom, I cut the top of the mushroom and confit slowly in a little bit thyme and the truffle oil, so it gives you a little bit more depth of flavor.
It's a very nice idea.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, the earthiness of the truffle oil will give a little bit more edginess to the dish, and little bit radishes.
Ah, from Germany.
Oh yeah.
Radieschen aus Deutschland.
But yeah, so that's why like for me, cooking all about traveling and your experiences elsewhere, and yeah, and finally I will dressing with a little bit of herbs or the pesto. That I do the green pesto. So for me, my cooking philosophy is you just dress it as natural as possible because you respect the natural product. Here I have a few of the herbs that I would like to garnish. It's almost like building up a garden, and of course like just like you have your own house and you imagine that you would like to do different tree in different part of the garden. So here I have a first stock that I cook out from a first stock. So I have cooked down from oxtail and a little bit hoisin. So all the ingredients that you would go with the pho. And what I do, I dress up with a little bit of olive oil to almost make a quick dressing out of the pho flavor. A little bit of herb from basil oil. So give it a very so you dress this dish. So here you go. Now is the very last step of the dish. Confit in olive oil for an hour, and it gives the richness to the dish as well. So give a little bit color, a little bit richness, and here we go. So here we go. You would have a social club. Wagyu Carpaccio Style Vietnamese Fusion.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the dish then. Yeah, so here we go. Please enjoy the dish.
Kochblock Radio. Kochblock Radio.